And then payment methods, display cash, check, or any other ways you categorize payments you receive from customers. That way, you print deposit slips when you deposit the payment you have received. So payment methods, how are we going to get paid from the customers? We might get paid with cash, check. We've got they have a Diners Club or the credit card. Now this is basically an informational form, and it's having a list here. Oftentimes we might be adding to that list when we collect from a customer. So let me just show you that here. If I hit the plus button, we collect from a customer. If we invoice, we collect when we receive the payment, right? So if I go into the receive payment, we've got this payment method that they could pay us with cash, check, the Diners Club, and so on and so forth. Now this doesn't change the transaction because I'd still be depositing it either into undeposited funds or into the checking account typically, but it's giving us a filter field which will help us to group things together, because note that if they pay us with cash, for example, I'd like to know all the cash payments, because what I'm going to do at the end of the day is take all the cash that I have in the register and deposit it into the bank. So what I want to do is print a report of all the cash transactions that happened, because that should help me to give an internal control over the total cash receipts that I have, which I'm going to deposit into the bank. And then I can take the cash transactions out of undeposited funds, depositing them into the bank so that they will hit the bank feed in one lump sum deposit, right? And then I can do, if I go to the credit card, if I get paid with a credit card, what I want to do is say, well, now I have a third-party institution that's in the middle of me getting paid. So they paid it with a credit card. It's going to go to the credit card financial institution. I want to mark them all off as the credit card payments, so that when the credit card then deposits it into my checking account, I'll be able to group all the ones with the credit card and be able to tie out the grouping of those sales to the amount that got deposited into the checking account, allowing me to move it from undeposited funds into the bank account and tie everything out to have internal control. So remember, the form after this, if it would go into undeposited funds, right here, and then we're going to transfer it into the bank account with a deposit form. And so here we have our deposit forms that help us with that intermediate transaction. And they didn't record the payment method, but it would be nice if they had the payment method, right? If that was cash and that was cash, then I can say, oh, those two were cash, therefore these two should add up to the deposit that I make at the end of the night. If these two were the credit card, then I should say, okay, when the credit card company deposits money into my account, I should be able to look at these payments in some way and tie them together to the amount that got deposited into my account. Also, in that case, possibly having to deal with a charge that they charged me as well. Now, the other form that you're going to have that with, cancel, do you want to leave without saving, is with the sales receipt form. Sales receipt form, because then we get paid at the same time. Payment methods, same payment methods. So those payment methods are going to create this list over here in the all lists on the payment methods.